Hey, how's it going? Before I start my review for the Garfield movie, I just want to give a quick update. I am on the road to 500 subscribers. It's a milestone that I'm really trying to achieve by the end of summer, so your support would definitely mean a lot if you could like this video, comment, and please subscribe because I bring out weekly movie reviews, and I have a fun time doing this, and I really want to make this a full-time commitment, so please, your support would definitely mean a lot, and yeah, that's all I got here. So let's talk about a cat who loves lasagna and hates Mondays. Sounds like me. The Garfield movie, based on a character created by Jim Davis, stars in a new 3D animated movie where Garfield has an unexpected reunion with his long-lost father, Vic, a scruffy street cat who draws him into a high-stakes heist. This movie is directed by Mark Dendale, who's directed movies like The Emperor's New Groove and Chicken Little. I've been a casual fan of Garfield himself, from reading his comics on the Sunday newspaper to even watching Garfield and Friends on TV, which I really enjoy and always have a soft spot rewatching time to time. So it was a no-brainer for me to watch the Garfield movie that came out in theaters right on time for Memorial Day weekend, and despite it looking pretty good and a decent trailer, was kind of disappointed by it, and I understand it because it's really meant for kids, which, yeah, the trailer kind of shows that just a bit, which is totally fine, but I kind of expected this movie to be more family friendly, you know, something that's gonna appease for everybody, but really it is just for kids. And I say that with disappointment because Garfield is a multi-generational character. There's history with Garfield for many people since the 80s up until now, and I thought maybe this movie could appease a wider audience. I mean, it is making good money at the international box office. I'm sure it's gonna smash records this weekend for an animated feature film, but again, like I said, yeah, it really is meant towards kids. Not even young teenagers could really enjoy this movie. I still think adults may watch this movie and enjoy it at the same time, which is totally fine, but just keep in mind, this is my opinion. My review shouldn't reflect your thoughts on the Garfield movie if you plan on watching it as well. Overall, I find it a bit disappointing considering the trailer did show some aspects of Garfield, knowing that yes, he does have a great history of hating Mondays and eating lasagna and is scared of spiders, and he does have a friendship with Odie and John, and I was really gonna enjoy those characters being involved. And then we get a new character named Vic, who is Garfield's father, and I thought, all right, cool, it's voiced by Sam Jackson, and of course Chris Pratt does voice Garfield, and I thought maybe there'd be some fun interactions. And I think the movie kind of derails into too many things. One, considering that it is a heist movie, which I didn't really know about, or the trailer kind of presented that way, and two, it kind of introduces to many characters that I didn't really care for, which makes our main characters like John and Odie, which I read from the comics, kind of being sidelined. So really my hopes and dreams was having a Garfield movie that was going to be very centric towards Garfield and a close relationship that he has with John and Odie, and I feel like we just didn't get that with this movie whatsoever. And I wouldn't mind having Garfield and Vic try to rekindle their father and son relationship, but I feel like the movie just kind of gets too distracted from really focusing on that type of story. And the movie kind of plays into a lot of tropes that most animated movies for kids kind of dive into, whether it's movie references from the past to even just insane product placements that kind of just gets too distracting. But sometimes the movie gets a little bit fun, considering that we have an interesting voice cast of Chris Pratt voicing Garfield. I know people aren't the biggest fan of Chris Pratt voicing a character like this, considering that he voiced Mario last year, but I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. He's not a bad actor when it comes to voice acting. I mean, I do enjoy his work from the Lego movie to Onward and the Super Mario Bros. Movie, and I thought he did a fine job portraying Garfield here. I mean, it was very fun for him to do this role, but you know, hey, I digress. And there are other celebrities voicing other characters, which I'm not going to go for the whole list because there's way too many to even name, but I do think everyone does a fine job for what they are given for the material, and there's really nothing special besides that. And I do think the animation style is pretty clean. I do like the facial expressions that the characters do have. I think the animation studio did a good job bringing these characters to the 3D platform and actually making it look pretty interesting and actually fun to actually look at instead of it being pretty boring or generic. The only generic thing that's going to be involved here is just the story itself, because I feel like we've seen this kind of story played out way too many times. And like I said, I don't think this is a movie that adults may enjoy, or even long-time Garfield fans may enjoy. For someone like myself, I really find this movie a bit of a snooze fest. At the end of the day, it's all about the kids. Think of the children. Let them enjoy a good movie. And hey, listen, don't let my review ruin your experience. If you're a parent watching this review, go take your kids out this weekend. Let them have a good time. Get some popcorn and enjoy 90 minutes that you may feel like it's going to be not worth your time, but your kids will definitely thank you later. Besides all that, my review for the Garfield movie is going to be a 2 out of 5. I'm sorry to give it a low grade, but I was kind of expecting a little bit more, considering that I do have a good time watching a good animated movie. I've seen some great ones in the past, most recently Orion in the Dark, last year's Spider-Verse, and of course, there's nothing wrong watching a really good Shrek movie. So hey, maybe this Garfield movie wasn't for me, but it may be meant for you. So I want to hear your comments down below. Are you planning to watch the Garfield movie this Memorial Day weekend? If you watched it earlier like I did on Sunday, let me know your comments down below. And another question, what is your favorite family movie? Something that you could look back into and be like, you know what? I really enjoyed that as a kid, and I really appreciate it as an adult. Let me hear your suggestions down below. And that's gonna do it for me, guys, so please subscribe to the channel, leave a like in this video, and I'll catch you guys on the next review. Take care. Bye-bye.